Have you ever wondered if it is okay to fake it until you make it? Today I'm going to give you my answer to this very intriguing question. Welcome, my name is Dr. Nina Petit. I'm a psychologist and high performance coach. And today I want to answer the question for you if it's okay to fake it until you make it. My answer is it depends. And here's why I say that. If we're talking about competence, that's your mastery or ability to do a certain skill or job, then my answer is no, it is not okay to fake it till you make it. The truth is, if you don't have competence in an area that you're trying to perform in, like a new job, a new skill, or new task, it is always better to admit that you're a bit of a newbie. Ask for guidance, be open to feedback and suggestions, and go into training with a beginner's mind. People will respect your integrity, and you'll come out the other side having learned so much more just because you were open to the experience. Now, competence, no, but if we're talking mindset, then my answer is definitely yes. And here is why. Mindset is a totally different ballgame. When we're talking about mindset, we're talking about the beliefs that we focus on, the beliefs we carry throughout the day, and the ones that we intentionally choose that create the feelings within us that then result in our actions. Now, I want to give you 3 really specific examples of why it is totally okay and actually incredibly useful to fake it until you make it when we're talking about your mindset. So, my first reason is, if you decide to fake it till you make it with your mindset, that might sound something like, I'm going to show up and I'm going to act as if I'm confident, even if I don't quite feel it or believe it yet. However, here's where it gets really interesting. If you show up, say in an interview, and you act confident, even if you don't feel or think confident, people are going to respond to you in a certain way. And when they respond to you in a certain way, you get this positive reinforcement from your environment that the way that you're acting is being effective. So maybe you walk into that interview, head held high, reach your hand out, offer a firm handshake, and the person, the interviewer that's receiving your handshake, looks at you like, wow, this person really feels calm and confident. They seem very composed. Instantly, you've made this amazing impression on this person. And although inside you may be thinking, am I even going to get this job? There's going to be so many people who are much more qualified than me for this job. Even if those are your thoughts, and even if you're feeling a little shaky, a little dizzy, a little nauseous at the idea of being there in that interview, if you show up and you act confident, you will get that feedback from the other person that they've noticed how composed and confident you are. This feedback, the way that people respond to you, is a form of positive reinforcement. Positive reinforcement is when something takes place that increases the chance of something happening again. So if you act confident, even if you don't feel like it, and you fake it, and you get positive feedback from your environment, that's like putting a little deposit in your bank of confidence. So every time you put yourself out there and act with confidence and you get that positive feedback, it actually builds that confidence over time. Reason number 2, it is okay to fake it until you make it with your mindset, is that if you act a certain way, you will start to feel a certain way. So let's go with this example of being in an interview. If you go in and fake confidence, maybe you've looked up a few different ways to look confident to others on Google or on YouTube, and you've gotten a few really useful tips like offer a firm handshake, make good eye contact, don't speak too quickly, whatever they may be, and you use those in the interview. You get the positive feedback from the interviewer, but then you also notice that throughout the interview, you start feeling a little more confident. You start feeling a little more sure of yourself. This person's nodding and smiling as you're talking, and you're starting to trust that you're going to get through this just fine. Well, that means that the way that you've behaved, the way that you've acted and shown up in that interview has started to create feelings inside of you that maybe weren't there before. So you were feeling nervous before, maybe you were a little shaky, maybe your heart was beating quite quickly, maybe your hands were clammy, and you start to notice, I'm not so shaky. I don't feel so nauseous. My hands actually feel pretty dry, and I'm starting to feel calmer. Faking it till you make it, in this case, yet again, shows us that by acting a certain way, we can create a certain feeling inside of us. Now, reason number 3 that it is okay to fake it till you make it when it comes to your mindset is that if you do something often enough, you will start to believe it about yourself. So we're going to stick with our example about the interview. Let's say you go into an interview, you offer the firm handshake, you make eye contact, you smile, and you speak slowly. And the interviewer keeps giving you this positive feedback about the fact that they're focused on what you're saying, they believe you, they're nodding in agreement, they're smiling, they're verbally giving you feedback, and it's starting to feel good. So now you've gotten this positive feedback from your environment. Then you start to notice these feelings inside of you that feel quite calm. Feel like you can trust yourself, like, I can do this. Starting to feel very confident inside. The next piece of this is that you start to believe it. You start to think, maybe I am a confident person. I mean, I came in and I acted like this. Other people noticed it. Inside, my emotions, my sensations started to feel calmer and more composed. Maybe I'll try it again. So now you go into your next interview. You pull from your same bag of tools. Except this time, I'm going to bet that you're a tiny bit less nervous and a little bit more confident before you even come in. But you continue to fake it till you make it. Now, what's happening here is that over time, as you show up and act like this more confident, more composed person, a person with a mindset of, I can do this, you start to believe that about yourself. So you start to change the way that you look at yourself and what you're capable of. And so, bam, there you go. 3 reasons that it is totally okay to fake it till you make it when it comes to your mindset. And if you haven't tried it yet, I recommend going out this week and playing with these 3 tools that I just offered you. You might just be surprised at how much more confident you feel after just a few days of faking it till you make it. See you in the next video.